So many fun storylines to pay attention to now that the Internet Invitational roster is kind of official. Welcome into the Dad Bod Golf Pod. It's Kyle Rush. It's Ben Taylor. We're talking Internet Invitational, baby.
Oh, it's just
filming is this week,
mm-hmm.
And there's going to be we don't get to see it for a while, but filming's going on probably as we speak. See, today's Wednesday. They might be well on their way to being close to having a winner by now. I don't know. It just depends on how quick they turn things around. But these folks are busy, so I imagine they try to get them in and get them out so they can.
It depends on how late they are on their what they leak out on socials.
Yeah,
like there was an argument between the Jet and Joey Colcuts about something about production wise, and because Bob posted it, he was like hiding his phone, and I'm like, okay, so how close to live is that? Did that happen yesterday? Did that happen over the weekend? Like, when
where did he post it? If he posted it in his story, like the stories are pretty much 24 hours and they're gone.
Oh, I think it was in the story when I was scrolling through. It was earlier this morning at work. I saw it.
Yeah, well, then I mean that's pretty much live.
Oh, that wasn't yesterday. So
those go away in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it would be fun. There's some fun storylines because there's new folks, and there's some folks that have some beef, and that's kind of, I would imagine, by design. We'll kind of go through some of either the most interesting players that we're looking forward to watching, or just storylines in general. So, you want to start, or you want me to start?
I mean, if I start, I'm gonna go ahead and state the obvious.
Okay. What's the obvious?
Well, it's storylines, and I'm doing more matchups than anything, like what I would like to see.
Okay.
And I want the Bryan brothers taking on Frankie and Riggs.
How is that?
I don't know how. I don't know how they're going to do it. They're going to have to handicap it, and I want to put this whole beef that they've been having, fake or not fake.
Well, that'll never happen. So, you're hoping for something that won't happen because they're going to split up. They're going to split up George and Wesley. Like the odds of those two guys getting drafted on the same team is probably really low.
How about bonus coverage when this is over?
Okay. Maybe there'll be a little bonus video that
how to do the outtakes in movies. That's what I need. That's what I need afterwards.
It'll be fun to watch any interaction that Wesley and Frankie have. I would imagine that Wesley's probably going to be pretty nice about it and not awkward, and Frankie probably will be awkward if I had to just guess, just because that's
awkward
in the best way. His awkwardness is hilarious.
Afraid to show his legs. He doesn't show his legs. Like he's gonna be a little different. But that's gonna be another thing though, is when they all get in a room. Kyle, you and I have been in these rooms, like in either a member guest or something like that, where there is no, even if there's tension, there's going to be some guys in there that are going ahead and agging it on, and they're going to be trying to bait one of them to say something. So it's not like they can get in a room when it gets time to pick teams and then just not address the situation. There's going to be way too many guys forcing them to do something. So that maybe not the matchup. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with Wesley and George playing against them. Wesley and George sitting down with Frankie and
I don't think George will have any problems. They all love George.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Wesley thing that's going to be the most fun to watch. I'm with you. Mine is Hailey Ostrom, who if you follow any one of these creators, she's been doing it for quite some time, mostly on Instagram that I've seen. She's been on some YouTube videos, but she's apparently been confirmed as being one of the players, and she had a little bit of a beef with Paige Spiranac back in 2022, if I'm not mistaken, and it all kind of revolved around Paige was doing her podcast a lot more, and I think she had a guest that said something to the tune when they were talking about Tiger Woods about how much of he's the perfect girl dad or something like that, and then Hailey obviously was like, perfect girl dad? Like, what are you talking about? He basically broke up the whole family, with, his behaviors type thing.
His philanderous action.
And she also had a subtweet comment some other time about not having her what's out all the time. Like,
Yes.
sorry, I don't have my what's out all the time. Obviously, she was talking about Paige. I don't know. Paige is so big. Like, I don't know that it really mattered that much to her.
Nah.
But there
But
is a
again,
dynamic there.
again, you get into that room with, 35 alphas, and somebody's going to say something, or somebody's going to make something awkward. And I know Hailey has made comments about Paige's appearance before. Now, as of late, some of the videos that Paige has done, she's kind of leaned into it and even made fun of it. There's a couple of videos where she knows she knows what a lot of the trolls are going to comment underneath her post about. So she goes ahead and kind of points out the obvious right away. So that way it's like, I'll go ahead and say it before all the trolls jump underneath my post and say it for me, or, make fun of it. So I don't think that bothers her. I do remember the beef about the whole Tiger situation. But now let's keep in mind when Paige was having that discussion in 2022, and she still says to this day, because she had a video wasn't too long ago, they were talking about her perfect pairings, and she wants to play, like she said, I want to play with Tiger. Like she clearly is a fan. She's a Supergirl fan.
Yeah.
And so she's a super fan of Tiger Woods. So I don't think that Paige was ever going to say anything bad about Tiger, regardless of his off the course antics that he did or whatever. So I could see where that may get a little personal. It'd be interesting because, and I'm not trying to make this a sexist thing, but I think dynamics with people not liking one another are different for women than it are for men. I mean, they're different. They're different guys that we've played golf with that I ain't never having a beer with, but I'll go and play golf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, girls have a tough time with that.
Yeah,
A lot tougher time with that.
Having two daughters, I can tell you, once you cross one of them, they ain't going to lunch or dinner with who just crossed them. That's that.
They got to get them in the cart together.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Or against each other in a match. Yeah. That would be. I think it would be pretty fun because
go back to what I just said about Wesley and Frankie. At the end of the day, they're probably still going to be cordial. It may be awkward, but they're going to be cordial, and they could probably be in a cart together. And it would be as simple as, man, I shouldn't have done that. Yep, probably shouldn't. Cool, we're over it. Let's play golf. Like, that's how easy it would be. It is not, that dynamic is not the same with women, in my opinion.
I think you're dead on. That's why. That's why they brought him. No, Hailey's good. Hailey's good though. She's a good golfer too. Played college golf. Had I think 4 collegiate wins.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Paige is good. So it's not just bringing some attractive girl to the cast. It's like somebody that's a good player. So she can play, and it'll be a fun one to watch. You got another one that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, and I'll say this about Paige. I didn't realize this the other day. They were doing a little fact thing. Somebody was asking her like hot button questions. I didn't realize I think it was on her Instagram. I didn't realize her best friend. I didn't realize she shot a 63 at one point in time. Dude, that's golfing. That's golfing the ball. Shoot a 63. So
she's good.
Now, granted, she did say that was like during her prime days, like right after college. So my other storyline's more of I don't know how to say this without kind of hurting some feelings with some people. You got guys, because I told you the page I pulled up, was the ytgolfstats.com.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got handicaps underneath some of the players. And clearly, I mean, Luke Kwon getting matched up against John Gruden, and I know it's going to be more of a team atmosphere, but at the end of the day, I still want to see some fairly decent golf or a lot of drama. So I'm curious how a lot of these pluses, +6, +5.5, +8s. I still want to see some decent quality golf. So my storyline is, how are they gonna? Because they said they were going to do the teams different this time around and do the matchups and do the contests different. How they can make it kind of even, so it still is semi-quality golf. But the Jet's not going to be out there. He's not going to fire 4 under during the round. So, and he knows that. He would admit that. I'm not throwing him under the bus. I mean, he would tell you that. And so I'll be
Trent
curious.
Ryan at a 10.5 handicap. It has to be like the golf story of our generation, right?
Yeah, it does. So I'm curious how I guess that's my storyline. What are going to be the matchups where you can somehow make it even so we get to see some decent quality golf?
Well, if they do a draft, then it's on the team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just start drafting, kind of like YGT, where they assign like when they bench the player versus not. And last year they tried to pair teams up as like, hey, we're going to try to get, because when they go to alt shot, like you got to make sure you got one guy that may not be as good covered by a really good player, and so on and so forth. But yeah, you're right. What's the format going to be? That's going to be fun. Are they going to kind of try to keep it the same, or change it up a little bit? And then how do they finagle some of these dudes? How do they hide some deficiencies? But both teams are going to have them. Like both teams are going to have some guys they have to hide.
And draft wise, it's going to be all these pluses are going to come off the board first. So these other poor guys that are 10s and 12s and and 8.5. I think Joey's 8.4. I mean, they ain't going to be one of the top picks. We've seen Gruden play. He's probably a 20. They don't have his handicap listed under there, but I mean, he's not great. But then you got Manziel. Apparently, at one point in time, he was a plus. I don't think he is anymore, but I think he's a fairly decent golfer.
Oh, no doubt.
We'll see.
One of my my second one, I'm curious to see the Luke Kwon storyline coming back. You know how Whitney from Spitting Chicklets was really tough on him. And what's funny is I had not really consumed a lot of Kwon content before the Internet Invitational last year. So I think I left it like a lot of people. I was like, this guy sucks. You know what I mean? Like, why would he?
That's exactly what I thought of him.
So, but if you actually watch the content, like you actually watch him play and watch a lot of the videos, it makes such perfect sense.
Oh, since then, I've changed my mind about him.
Yeah.
I still don't think he should have been late or overslept. I think that's almost inexcusable, but
it was more so like his behavior after the fact.
Yes. And now, not just his behavior, Kyle, I will venture to say, I think a lot of people, they wore him like he had to be getting frustrated. He got tired of hearing it every time he turned around too.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like him pretending that he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of their stick, him and Sam and Taco and all those guys. It's like, we suck. Like everything we do is bad. And, we talk down on ourselves because it's funny and then everybody laughs and junk like that. So I know they're going to probably play that up and like, there's going to be a lot of references to it, but how he bounces back because that was tough. I think he definitely came out on the positive end. But yeah, that's one
I hope his travel plans have been set. And
I guarantee you he'll have somebody that's assigned to him to make sure he wakes up.
Oh, I guarantee you somebody actually gives him an alarm clock at the opening, like whenever they all get together. Somebody's gonna point, like give him a watch or something to make sure he makes his tea time on time.
You got another storyline you're looking forward to?
Not really. I wonder, there was rumor that they were going to have like some side action on some different things. And I mean, you see somebody like Martin, the guy with the big shorts that hits it a ton. So I wonder if they're going to, have some specific holes set up where some of these guys can take real advantage of it and that kind of thing. So that's not more of a storyline. That's just more of an interest of what we're going to see.
Well, they're already talking about, you remember last year, Dave just like started doing the whole, if you birdie this hole, you can win 300 grand. But if you don't, your team loses a point, like junk like that. Remember like all those bets? I think there's going to be a lot more of those. It's going to be a lot more structured. And I think there's going to be a lot of controversy around that. I think there's going to be more people that accept the challenge potentially to win the extra money at the risk of like maybe hurting their team. So that is definitely going to be fun. I think the former athletes piece is also going to be fun. Like I can't wait to watch Jason Williams. Yeah. Like I cannot, and it ain't like for a storyline. It ain't like for a rivalry or anything like that. Jason Williams and Johnny Manziel, give me all that content. Like I cannot wait for that. There's some really, really good stuff around those guys. Like we said, they're wrapping up. They're probably wrapping up filming this week, and then we'll just have to wait. I'm sure there'll be some clips and some teasers and things like that go out over the next several weeks. But
I have a disappointment.
What's your disappointment?
We said it already on one of our pods. J.R. Smith's not on there.
I know, man.
I need some more of him.
He missed his flight last year. They just said, you're not invited back.
So instead, they replaced him last year with Luke Kwon, and he was late for his day. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what happened. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, Lacey, though, bless her heart.
Yeah.
She had one shot.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't get an invite back, at least according to this list. I don't know. We'll all see whenever it all takes place.
Yeah, there's no like super official list.
Yeah, because even this list that I'm looking at, it says in tiny white print up above, it was like, this list is not official. So you got to wonder what'll start leaking out, like with Bob doing that on his stories where he's doing like a hidden video. If you see people in the background and that kind of thing, because I mean, I told you the other day, I didn't see, and maybe I'm just overlooking it, Kyle. I didn't see Chance on this list.
He's not.
And he was in a video last week or a picture or something from the course, from Big Cedar. So I don't know if he was there for a different event.
You sure?
Or, yeah.
Where did you see it?
It was another one of those things that was like just scrolling and saw it. And I was like, that looks like he's at Big Cedar. And it was him like from behind, but you could tell it was him. And so I was a little shocked when I saw this list come out, and I was like, well, maybe that's not where he was. Maybe there was no kind of, coming soon, or they didn't do any kind of teaser or anything. But I was shocked when I looked at this list and I didn't see him on there, because I thought after what he did on YTG, I thought that he would probably get an invite, but
I'm looking through his Instagram right now. I don't really see anything that looks like
and I want to say I thought I saw it on Twitter. It could have been Instagram, but I thought I saw something on Twitter.
All right. I want to switch gears. There's going to be so much to talk about for the Internet Invitational. We got a few minutes left. I do want to address this hole-in-one controversy that everybody's talking about, which is
I got the POS.
Spectacular, by the way.
I got the POS. You can't play golf at that club again.
He resigned. His name's Zach Holland. Everybody's heard it. He staged a hole-in-one in his club's member guest. And then
member.
You're right. Member.
So this is like you and one of your member buddies, and your buddy goes and does this without telling you. That's tough, man. That's a tough.
So if you don't know, the story goes, it's a member tournament. He had the first tee time out with his group. And there was a big pool of money that they put together for like a hole-in-one. If anybody hit a hole-in-one, they get the pool of money. They finished this is the fourth hole that is a par three. They finished or get close to finishing the third hole, and he had already kind of warned everybody that apparently his grandmother was not healthy and he may have to take a call. He tells them, I got to take a call. I'm going to go up and, play, I'll go ahead and hit my shot up on hole 4 and I'll take the call. So he goes up there. Everybody gets there, and he's like, yeah, I'm finished and all this kind of stuff. And they're like, did you hit a shot? He's like, yeah, I thinned one. I didn't see where it landed. But it looks like there might be a pitch mark on the green or something like that. Well, they get up there, and he had gone the night before or that morning super early, created the pitch mark and left the ball in the hole. And there's a video. The video of them celebrating the hole-in-one is awesome. I mean, because they're like, all the group is kind of, jumping up and down with him.
Of course.
And people are skeptical. They go back, and turns out there's a camera on the superintendent's shed, and it catches his car coming in. Doesn't show him actually dropping the ball in the hole or making the divot. But they're like, dude, your car is pulling in to the superintendent's shed, which just so happens to be right close to number 4 green. And then he finally just like, you know what? I did it. I staged it. I don't know why I did it. He's done radio shows and all this. But the funniest thing is, Ben, a couple of weeks prior, he competed in a Barstool Classic event. Okay. Mm-hmm. I've done this too, by the way.
Yeah.
And he won the putting contest. Like, it's a viral video. I mean, this guy played college golf. He's a really good golfer. He won the putting contest. Like, there's this big video of him nailing the putt and winning the prize. And, Ben, I can relate to the feeling, because I also won the putting contest at a Barstool Classic event. And, I felt bulletproof. I felt on top of it. That's a very rare club to be a part of.
Right.
And you just think you can get away with anything. I mean, that's just what it is. And, you know, I never got to the point.
You can't get away with staging a hole-in-one where you win a pot. I've been a part of some of those pots where
that's stealing is what it is. It's stealing.
Is stealing because everybody puts in $100 and then the first hole-in-one guy gets it and then it starts over.
Exactly.
And, I've been a part of a couple of those. I'd be pissed, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be. Now, he didn't get the money.
No,
because it they caught it beforehand, but he could have if nobody was suspicious of it. And he's a good player too, so like it wouldn't be super surprising if he hit a hole in one. I don't think
+2.
Yeah, because he's a plus handicap or a scratch at worst. But yeah, I mean, but I get it. You know, I never got to the point of feeling invincibility to the point where I'd go stage a hole in one. I tell you what, you walk around with your nose in the air and feeling like you're kind of the stuff, and I get it. I understand it because I also am a putting champion.
That putter's untouchable. I mean, you're untouchable.
Oh man,
that's
a crazy story.
What gets me though, I'd be honest with you, man. If I did that and you caught me, I couldn't be friends with you anymore. I would be so ashamed of myself. It would bother me so badly.
He left the club. He's talking about how his, people are coming after his family. He deleted all his social media, all this kind of stuff. And I'm sure that it's tough. So anyways,
it's going to be a Netflix movie on it.
Don't fake hole-in-ones. They're sacred.
No, and one day maybe we'll have time to share this. We've done it before on an earlier episode. Kyle had a hole-in-one alone. It's a great story because it just so happens that the pro was there when it happened. And
well, after it happened, he didn't see it because I was by myself.
And he treated Kyle just like he should have treated him.
But I do have one in front of people. So
you do, yeah. I
always disclaimer. I don't say I have two hole-in-ones. I say, well, I have one that I had by myself, and I had one in front of people every single time because I know that people are always going to be skeptical.
Yeah,
but,
skeptical.
It is what it is. It happened, and you can suck it if you don't count it. If I'm just being honest.
Yeah, in your heart. That's one of the best stories. I know before we get out of here, one of the best ones was when Bob on one of those videos, Bob Does Sports, he hit his hole-in-one and then he lost his hole-in-one ball the next hole. Like he
Oh, yeah. Or as he's running to the hole, he just falls down.
Yes.
It's just so
losing your hole-in-one ball on the next hole.
Blacked out and just teed up your hole-in-one ball and hit out of bounds. That's such a great story. Guys, we're going to get out of here. And we'll talk again very, very soon. It's another episode of the Dad Bod Golf Pod. And we're always
stroking.